Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, y'all, I'm back with some new content. This video features Kite and his wife. Guys, please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. All right, y'all, let's get into this video.
Slowly.
Why are you laughing? Dang, I'm really laughing.
Because, I don't know, because I ain't been live with you. I don't think I've been live with you in like...
Never.
Yeah, yeah, we have.
No, never, but like, it's been a long time.
It's been like a year plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last time we was live was...
Because I don't go live, so...
Yeah.
I don't even like being on here. I don't like showing people nothing. Really don't.
Hi, everybody. Hey. We just came to like kind of talk about our journey so far. The past year, well, since Sakani been, I'll say since Sakani been born.
About
so
a
y'all
year.
finally here together. Great to see you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
With Lady Soldier.
Haven't done this, and I don't know how long. It's been a minute.
It's been like a year. No. You talking about like on live or on live with me?
Ain't no way to track it really. On live together.
Yeah, it's been like a year. But came to talk about our journey since. Who do we want to start? Who do you want to start at? Like Sakani
Just let it flow. I don't
Texas.
know. Just let it flow. It's just like we're talking regular. I kind of just, I don't know. I really didn't have no plan.
Yeah, this was his idea, y'all.
Yeah.
I'll just start
I
from just since we been in the nation.
Well, I guess, really, I mean, you just start with, how's it been, like, being out of, like, the groups that we was in, the cults that we was in.
Yeah.
You know.
For me, it's been...
For those of you who do not know, Kite was a member of Carbonation, and his wife was in, like, a spinoff of Carbonation. They were a tribe trying to be like Carbonation.
That we was in, the cults that we was in.
Yeah.
You know.
For me, it's been since leaving my group, like mentally, because you can leave it physically, but your mind can still be there. And since completely leaving it mentally and physically, it's been definitely felt more free because I always felt like I had to please them for some reason. I always felt like I had to be on their good side. I had to look for their approval or something that my life that I have control of over. It had to be where I had to. They don't judge it or kind of like something like that. Like I don't know how to explain it, but since upon blocking them, upon not having them in my life, it's been more freeing, of course. Because it was like a mental trap. It was narcissistic abuse. Because like
it wouldn't even really be about the people if they wasn't still on what they was on. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, I just kind of wanted to, because that's what people know us as, like know us as far as like our background, like that's what people know the most. Like if I never would have joined Carbonation, or you never would have joined that, I mean people wouldn't really know who he was. Like, so it's just kind of like I cut my locks. That's just like, that's why we, I guess, can kind of like get that update on like how it's been since we haven't been in the cult or whatever. So I mean, I just don't want people thinking like, oh, they still like, nah. Like we both in therapy, like went to
absolutely
like still in therapy,
individual therapy and
couple therapy.
We're not playing around.
So it's not like we.
That's absolutely awesome that they both realize that they need couples therapy as well as individual therapy. I'm very happy for them.
And couples
couple therapy.
We're not playing around.
So it's not like we playing the victim or still like I want to say it's okay to feel hurt. People make it seem like it's not okay to feel hurt and stuff. But like, yeah, we just not on that like playing a victim thing or nothing. It's not like that. It's just kind of, you know, like how's it been since you've been out, like mentally, you know. So
yeah,
I mean, I know you've been doing better, like you said.
Yeah, recently.
Me too. Me too. Definitely. I definitely know that Nature Boy is not the Messiah, and like I'm like just it's just obvious now. Like it's not nothing to even think about it. I had when I first came back to be with you, it was I still had like these like beliefs in my head, like certain beliefs, which is normal because I just had left something. So especially like leaving a belief that's been implanted in your mind for so long, it's not just gonna be like, oh, it's just quick and you're just gonna get over it like that. Like I still was like, oh, what if he is? What if I'm doing it wrong? Like what if he was right?
Yeah, that.
But now it's like, nah, like
that was the thoughts that I had too. Like what if my life is not? It's because they were always like every time like people like that like. Every time they see you happy or they see you thriving or something, they will get online and be like, literally say something pertaining to like my situation, like my life, exactly what I'm doing, what I got going. They will say something pertaining to how it's wrong and how it's unevolved or whatever, and it will make you question yourself. Like it's the biggest gaslight ever. But somebody asks you, I wasn't in carbonation, but I was in a subgroup of carbonation, like. Basically, we were trying to be like carbonation, but he was actually in carbonation.
On and off, about 4 years. On and off. Yeah. But besides all that, you know.
Wow, y'all. I didn't even know that Kite was there for 4 years on and off. I had no idea, but I guess it's because he went in and out. I couldn't really place his timeline.
Yeah. But besides all that, you know, I just really don't get online because number one, people still associate me with that, and that's fine. Like I said, that's just where we come from. That's just how it's gonna be. But like, I don't really want to like let that be who I am, if that makes sense. Like that's not who I am.
Yeah.
People don't really know me. Like
exactly.
You just know what you see online. Like you just know, you know, Kite. You know, that's what you've seen online. But people don't really know me. She know me. You know, we know each other. So, you know, I just don't want. I guess that's why I really don't get online. I kind of just said F it today. But, you know, yeah, like I don't really want to be put in that box. Like, oh, this is him from here. Like, nah, I want people to really get to know me. Like, get to know me. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
You know, but I mean, things. I'm not gonna sit here and say things have been super good, but things have been way better for me and her. But I'm just saying, for me, I'm speaking for me. Things been better. You know, I don't regret joining the cult or nothing like that. I don't regret none of that. I mean, because it gave me a lot of confidence in myself. It gave me that maturity that I needed. You know, like that. You gotta have that perspective of all the past experiences in your life. Because if you don't have a healthy perspective on the past, then you know you're just gonna be in regret the whole time.
Exactly.
Instead of just learning from it, and I was young too, so like,
exactly.
I mean, I'm not too much older, but I'm about to be 27, so you know, look at Sakani babies. Hey. Sakani is big. Oh, hey, just say hey to everybody.
Hey.
Let's say hey to everybody. Oh, it's Ultimate C's.
But yeah, same with me. I'm glad I went there because I wouldn't. It's just a journey. Like it's just a journey. It's no end destination. Like it's something that I gained. Like I learned a lot about myself. About that, I learned that it's always room for growth. Because I thought there, like, oh, I'm done learning. I know it all. Like that was the biggest lesson for me. Like, and teach me humbleness. Like humble. I feel like I was already a humble person, but once I like that wave, it kind of makes you like be very like arrogant because you think you're God. So it's hard not to be arrogant when you think you're God. And it's like you don't really treat people like you'll put yourself first. I was putting myself first a lot, and I would like not take things serious. I would look down on other people for what they believe. That's one of the biggest lessons I learned, like not to look down on other people for what they believe. Because but that's just one of the things that I took from it, is not to look down on other people for what they believe. And that sorry, I'm getting distracted. But I'm glad, like you said, I'm glad. It's just like that's not our only identity. Like I went online, like it was so sad to me, like people are so disrespectful that like I told you, like, well, I don't think I told you, but I said this online. I think somebody posted I think his name is Amar with AKA Loyal, and they put ex-Carbonation member and ex-Carbonation Loyal, and he passed away. Like, is that the only thing that you can? And you literally still exploiting him. Like, you still using his name as for clout. Like, as an ex-Carbonation, he's more than just an ex-Carbonation member, and his name was never Loyal. And the fact that he passed away, and you still exploiting him.
Right.
For likes
the
and clicks.
Gave him that name anyway.
Like it's just so disrespectful to me. Like that's
how we know him. So I could see both sides, but I mean the cult leader gave him that name anyway. So that's not really his name.
Yeah, it's just like the fact that he passed away and you can't give him his respect. Like call him by his actual name that his mom gave him. It's like I wouldn't even still post another cult member if they passed away. Like I wouldn't still. And then he passed an old video where they was not at their best self. Like they obviously was in a bad mental state. Like that's not.
No. But hey. Hold on. No.
But yeah, we just came to update. Since upon leaving now, we left Puerto Rico. Everybody know that. Left Puerto Rico, came to Texas with nothing. Hey, Ginger.
Hey.
We've been knowing Ginger for a while, like 2 years.
Yeah. She don't talk to us though. No more.
We don't talk to her.
Nah, she don't talk to me. No.
But
I'm messing with you.
All right, y'all. Go on ahead and drop me a comment. Smash the heck out of that like button and share. Thank you guys in advance.
I love Ginger. She helped us so much. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, a lot of people help.
Yeah,
my broke ass. A lot of people helped me.
Oh my god.
Me.
Yeah, a lot of people helped us.
When I was a no good nigga.
But so what happened? Okay, we left Puerto Rico, had the baby, left Puerto Rico, came to Texas. We had zero, nothing, and then I am Texas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You talk, I'll just talk.
Yeah.
But we had. I think people know we was in a shelter. Do people know that?
I don't know. We don't have to tell them everything.
But I just want to say
it's up to you, man.
I just want to bring attention to like how we probably wouldn't be where we are right now if we hadn't I'm just say found God,
I believe so too.
no, we definitely would not be
Yeah, I
where we
believe
are
so,
right now,
too.
mentally, spiritually,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything, physically.
And
even
people got their
physically,
own beliefs or
materially.
whatever, but I think, I don't know, it just feel humbling. Like, without sounding too preachy, it's just more of a, I think our values change. That's what it is. The values change and how we uh, how we put, we changed our values completely. Like, what's really valuable, and I think one of those things was really submitting to a higher power. Just submitting to God. I mean, of course, you got Jewish people, you got Muslims, you got Christians, you got all of that stuff. But I mean, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to confuse the conversation, but like, I do feel like in relationships, God should be the foundation. I feel like a lot of people seek everything else except that. And whether you believe or not believe, I always say, don't matter Christian, Muslim, Jew. If it's making you a better person, then that's all that matters. And that's what, if you look at the spiritual community or whatever, it's, you can see good in it, and you can also see where it's like people just want to feel smart. People just want to feel like they know stuff.
Feel like they're doing something different, something unique.
But it's like it's not really, like I said, in all areas of the spiritual world. If it's making you a better person, that's all that matters. Like, and that's how we supposed to respect people. Especially like in the African American community, we don't really got time to argue about who religion is right. And Hotep is right, and Egypt is and this and that. Like, we don't really got time for that. It's more of a okay, brother, you could teach me this and I could teach you this.
Exactly.
As long as we respect, really, it's about respect. Respecting each other.
Right.
That's really all.
Right, because we all really got something to offer each other.
Yeah.
Maybe you a 5%er, you a Moor, you a Muslim, you a Christian, you a conscious community. We all should be able to look past. I think really being involved is being able to look past what box or what label we all in, and saying, oh, we got these attributes though, we can build together and we can build a community. Like, but
because the foundation, like I was saying, the foundation should be like morality. I mean, we live in a world where morality is not a popular thing. It's dying. Morality is dying. And I think that I'm not sitting here saying that I'm perfect.
All right, y'all. A word from Rambo, aka Wild Quetzal.
What up, y'all? I'm excited to share an offering that I've been putting a lot of intention and energy into. It's called Wild Brotherhood, and it's a community for conscious, intentional, sovereign-seeking men who are wanting to come together, build themselves up, develop themselves, and level up in all domains of existence. So there's two parts to the Wild Brotherhood. I'll explain it very simply. The first part is a monthly membership that includes weekly video calls, a group chat, access to a network of men who have different skill sets. We will intertwine that with one another, as well as priority access to the in-person events, which is part 2, the gathering.
Y'all be sure to check out Rambo at wildbrotherhood.com. Any men out there who are interested in building with like-minded men, check them out.
She perfectly good. Or we don't have our own things that we working on or whatever that we need to work on. It's just more so just saying going forth with us talking or whatever, going live or whatever. I just want people to know that I'm not on no I learned something new and now I gotta share or try to teach you something or try to preach you something. I just want people to know where my mind is at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
So
I'm not on.
find you, like-
I'm not on that. Like I'm not on no like. Oh, you should be Muslim or you should be this. Like this is the right way. Like nah, I'm not on that. I'm just telling you. We telling you what was best for us and how it helped us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
How it changed.
It's not the same old pattern of like.
Yeah.
Oh man, I found this new knowledge and now I'm about to bash it on you like in your head like you wrong.
Right.
Like because I mean it don't even sound righteous to do that. It don't even sound. Yeah, it don't sound righteous to do that.
And the reason we do
bad
share stuff is because it's helped. It's helped in certain ways, and I think like people naturally want to do that. Like, oh, this has helped me. We naturally want to share. We naturally want to give, like, because we want other people to feel just as great as you. And so naturally we do that, but it's not to feel like I'm superior over you, because a real wise person knows that they can always learn from somebody else. Like only fools know everything. Like the moment we say, "Oh, I know everything," I'm finna go teach. Like that's when you become a fool. So I would never like. But I've definitely have like the paradigms are way better. Everything is more righteous, is more holy. I feel like I have more of a purpose, you know, than just my individual self, and what I can do, like what, how I can make myself happy. Like I feel like it's more than that. Like
it's definitely more than that.
That's why I feel like I changed my name to Establishing Home, because now that's my purpose. I feel like because the moment I had a child, the moment everything changed. The moment I became a mother responsible for somebody else and responsible for next generations, the moment I knew my purpose was different. Because I feel like I had to we have to lay the foundations, because we didn't grow up with those examples. We didn't grow up with that. And so now we got to lay that down for other people. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad I've been through that. Like, I'm glad I was in the quote unquote spiritual community, conscious community. Because now I know what I don't need to do. Because I thought that was it. I thought that was life. I thought that was freedom. I thought it wasn't. It wasn't. Because it wasn't important. It wasn't as important. And I think Brother Benek said that, or either Brother Rizza, he said a youthless movement is a useless movement. Yeah. Meaning if the youth is not giving you feedback as like, oh, this is good, this is great, like we can take this and we can make it grow and we can build our community, then it's probably not a good movement. And I say that because at my point, I consider myself the youth. And if I'm the youth and I'm in a movement that I see is not in the future, is not going to get us nowhere, then that's not good. I feel like that's just really good. But something else?
No, not really. I mean, I thought you were still going talking. I'm just trying to make sure Sakani not getting into some.
Where is she? Around?
No.
But yeah, definitely. Back to the point of
couple therapy. I mean, we just started, so I can't really. I'm to be honest with you, I can't really. I mean, we've learned stuff even without the therapy, like just being together, you know. Yeah. I mean, if you just, I'm not gonna say if you just stick with a person, because some people can stick with people and just deal with it. But like, I mean, if you're asking what we've learned just in general, I don't know. You have this concept nowadays, this modern concept that you don't need to be in a relationship to build yourself. You don't need a relationship to build yourself. And I think that's not true. I think the relationship actually do help build you. And the reason why I say that is because relationship, you gotta learn how to not be selfish. Like you gotta learn how to not be selfish.
It's something you have to fight for.
Yeah.
Like you have to fight for your
And
marriage.
you're learning somebody else completely different from you while living with them. So you're living with them, and y'all are dedicating your life together more than just a friend, more than just roommates, just paying the bills and taking care of, that's fine. But at the end of the day, like, why walk in the house with a stranger? Meaning that, why would you get with somebody and not get to know them to the fullest extent? Not, y'all dedicated y'all life together. You should want to learn about the other person. The relationship is supposed to teach you that. A relationship, marriage is supposed to teach you that. It makes you, a healthy marriage with two healthy people is supposed to help you grow into being selfless. Even when you have your children, marriage and marriage with the children, it will definitely teach you how to not be selfish, and how to take care of family, how to take care of your children, how to take care of your wife, and that I think they use the word trickles, into that goes with the relationship you have with your mom, your dad, your family,
Right.
your church, your mosque, the people that you love the most.
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Around you, like your friends, it really teach you how to learn about somebody else. I think of course we live in a world where, oh boy,
About to slash your finger.
yeah, probably.
Oh, let me kiss it. Oh no. It's the smashes.
Oh no.
And that's why self-reflection is important, because how you treat yourself is how you'll treat other people. Like, that's it. Distinct. You'll treat yourself as distinct. You'll treat other people. It doesn't really extend much far unless, you put other people like above yourself without, finding balance.
Yeah.
That's what's important, is finding the balance. But
Yeah. Well, in the Holy Quran it says to not put other men above you, because why would you put another man above you and not God? So I think that is a good reference when speaking about that. Putting somebody else above you. So
I just want to say, like, the other day, like, you don't even know, like, how I was being here, like, just thanking God, because, like, it's not a lot of fathers who want to be fathers. It's not a lot of men who want to be husbands. Like, it's not a lot of that out there at all, especially, like, where we came from, like, and then we didn't even grow up with that. We didn't grow up having a father in the home, like seeing our parents together, seeing them happy, and the fact that I'm with somebody who values that as like one of their number one priorities. That's a blessing.
Yeah,
like that's rare. That's really rare, and I'm really blessed.
I think it started around. I think single parent households in the black community started around, I want to say, the 80s, when the crack. Crack era came around and broke up the family, and they started implementing housing. You couldn't have the male in the house to get housing. Parent Planned Parenthood. I think that's what it's called.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood. And that was around that time, around the 80s, and so a lot of us was born, in single parent households. And that does play a huge effect on the psyche, as far as the mentality of independency. Like, oh well, my mama made it through and she was single. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
and just you don't really have like no examples of that family dynamic, and like you haven't seen it. So I mean, you know, you kind of, but that don't mean the issue is that people take it and they feel like that they're hopeless and that they, you know, oh, my daddy was like this, so I'm this way. Like they stuck on that mentality, or dang, I act like this, so it must be what it is, or I haven't seen it. So I guess men ain't shit. Like how, you know, they grew up. I guess women ain't shit. Like and that's the world we live in. That's just the modern ideology of things. It's just being separate, you know, and you can make it on your own. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that financially, the way things are, inflation, you cannot. It's harder to make it on your own. I ain't saying you can't, but the more you rise up financially, I believe in this world independently, the less you start to feel like you need a partner, and that can be a real issue, you know, because there's no substance of wanting to be in a relationship with nobody, because you had this whole idea in your head that, you know, I don't want to mess up my money, man. Like, I don't want to mess up my money. If I get a partner, it's gonna mess my money up. And it's like this race. It's like this race financially. This competitiveness against female and male financially, and I think that you know, we are lucky to have each other, and to be aware of the fact that, you know, we aware that morality, certain values is missing nowadays in how we grew up. And it is good to have each other, because we can definitely strive to implement those things in our household and be the example. You know, be the example that our father.
All right, y'all. So I am back with another great read. This is the Goddess Affirmation book, authored by Janae. Some of you may know her as Nateri. She is an ex-Carbonation member, and she has authored this amazing book. The book is available on Amazon.com. Just search for the Goddess Affirmation book, authored by Janae Newell.
Things in our household and be the example. You know, be the example that our fathers wasn't to us, our mothers wasn't to us, and we're not bashing our mothers and our mom and dad. We're not on that type of stuff. My mother did what she had to do. You know, your mother did what she had to do. Like, so it's just like, nobody bashing. We're just saying, you know, we get to actually have a chance of making this making these beautiful things that is supposed to be valued happen.
Right.
You know, like the father being there.
Right. That foundation is the strongest foundation. Like mother, father, child is the strongest foundation ever. Like that's what.
It's really normal. It's supposed to be normal.
They go like family, community,
supposed to be normal.
Lifestyle, tradition, culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I was being crying like I'm blessed. I am. Especially like seeing other people like that single mothers, they're struggling, like that you was just in the same house, like you was in the same house with them, you was in the same situation as them, you was this close to them, you was almost like, you know, and then but the outcomes are different. It's just like, man, like, it's a 1 in a million. It's like 1 in a million chance.
Yeah, and I think people give up too easily, man. When they get married or when they get in a relationship, people just give up too easy. Like, you know, like the Minister Farrakhan was saying, like, why are you giving up so easily on your marriage? Like, especially like now in our times.
Yeah.
And some people don't want to get married.
Marriage mean.
Yeah.
Some people get married for the wrong reasons. And
some people get married for the wrong reasons.
That's a foundation. Like,
if you get married off of somebody's looks, then good luck, because that person get ugly. You didn't really have a foundation set
Right.
on you didn't really have a true I would say true reason, a real feeling, a reason why you got with that person, man.
Yeah, it's less temporary.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True, many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
Looks go away.
Great.
Well, but you know, the looks go away. And eventually, when you get old and wrinkly, you know, so, and then people like you were saying, people getting marriages for the wrong reasons. Now they pushing, you know, they're not pushing marriage now. So it's, you know, it's a lot to be grateful for when it comes to us being married and stuff like that. You know, and we being so young. I was gonna say you.
You always say.
I mean, but I'm young too.
He like,
But-
you so young, you so young.
I mean, you are, but
You just.
when you say it, it sounds like a minute. We just 5 years apart.
Sakani. Lust is not a bond, right? It's temporary.
No,
it's
it's
temporary.
It's
And you got
part of
people-
the lower desires of men.
Exactly. Lower nature. Like,
Lower nature. It's in your lower nature.
It's nature, but it's lower nature. 'Cause
Yeah,
I hear that
yeah,
a
it's
lot.
nature.
Like, oh, my biological urges are nature. That's natural. That's what I heard a lot in my old tribe too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's natural to be lustful, and it's lower nature.
Yeah,
Because
but it's in your
a
lower nature.
Like it's this beast mentality. That's the animal. Like you wanna
Yeah.
go off of every single impulse. You're a dog.
And do you want to just continue to be an animal, or do you want to grow into becoming a god?
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Because that's what becoming, or I would say becoming God-like, not becoming a god, but becoming God-like, and that's the purpose. I mean, God wouldn't set up these things. Why would God set up certain rules and principles for you not to follow to become like Him? Of course,
Exactly.
like, that's the whole point, is to become like Him.
And it's for
You
your
know,
protection.
And people be saying, they be making all types of excuses, and you know, even me sometimes, just like, oh, I ain't perfect, or oh, Jesus died for my sins already, so I'm good. No, you're not good, and that's not what it meant. You taking it out of context. You still got work to do. You still have to, you still have to build yourself up to becoming like how God wants you, which is to be in perfection, which takes a lot of discipline, but that's what your nature is designed to be. You're designed to be in your higher self, in your most best self, as people like to say, the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you was here to become.
Yeah, exactly. People like it's like, oh, you can never be perfect, but it's nothing wrong with striving to be perfect. It's nothing wrong with trying. It's not just
Some
like
people just give up on trying.
yeah,
to
you
be.
don't give up and just say,
Yeah, you
oh,
don't-
I'm not perfect. I'm just like this. Like
Yeah, you don't want
why
to use
would
that
you
as a
not-
crutch or an excuse.
Exactly. Why would you not want to see your life
Yeah.
better? Like, why would you not want to see better paradigms, better experiences, have healthier experiences, healthier lifestyles, everything better quality? When you tap into God, when you tap into that frequency, it's like you can't win. At least you're striving. At least you're trying. At least you're better than you
Right.
were.
Right.
And it's not just like, oh, it goes down to your brain. Like you're rewiring your brain to be better, to
Right.
have better patterns, more discipline.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. This is,
yeah,
you know,
God should be the foundation of everything in your life.
definitely.
Your marriage, your
Yeah.
relationships, your business, Yo.
Yeah, instead of having these babies with different men, and the first thing I think people just forget to seek God. They forget, and then say they love God,
And
but
then call on God when they at their worst.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, help me. When you at your worst, then you denounce him. Then you claim you God.
Yeah,
Now
man.
when life good, when everything is convenient, you God. But when you at your lowest, that's who you call on.
Yep.
It's a bad cycle to be in.
Bad cycle. Instead of just finding and connecting with God in the first place, so that God can send you someone that's actually good for you. And I just feel like that connection is missing in humanity.
Yeah.
That connection of God, and
Relationship.
everybody wants to be God. They don't know who God is. Want to be God. They don't know who
Right.
God is.
Exactly.
God
God
is the
attributes.
most merciful. Has
Exactly.
attributes, the provider, the sustainer.
Right. How can
the
I
best
call
knower.
myself God when I know I sin?
Yeah.
How can I say I'm God when I know I mess up?
Yeah. And
I know I
people-
lie
yeah.
sometimes. I know I do
Yeah.
certain things sometimes that's
Yeah.
not God-like.
And we know what God is. We wired to know. We just choose to ignore.
Exactly.
Now, God is not no abusive man that's going to say I'm God and then go contradict and beat somebody up and
Exactly.
and do some crazy stuff. Like, we know innately, we know what's good and what's evil. And I think that people are using the name of God to exercise their own lower desire with that type of power behind it.
Yeah.
Or,
They use it
you
as
know,
an
they use that
excuse.
as an excuse, like, oh, I create my own reality. I'm God, like, and
So I can do this. Like,
but don't display principles of it,
exactly.
of nothing that doesn't reflect
Right.
the highest.
And
You know?
principles that could carry on, like that can sustain and stay for generations and
Yeah.
generations to come. It's not just like I don't understand people. Like, I don't understand that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's not. It's
Well, you do understand.
yeah, I understand.
Because the
it,
more
but I don't
we
resonate
study,
with
it, the more you start to understand.
All right, y'all. A word from Rambo, aka Wild Quetzal.
What up, y'all? I'm excited to share an offering that I've been putting a lot of intention and energy into. It's called Wild Brotherhood, and it's a community for conscious, intentional, sovereign-seeking men who are wanting to come together, build themselves up, develop themselves, and level up in all domains of existence. So there's two parts to the Wild Brotherhood. I'll explain it very simply. The first part is a monthly membership that includes weekly video calls, a group chat, access to a network of men who have different skill sets. We will intertwine that with one another, as well as priority access to the in-person events, which is part two, the gathering.
Y'all be sure to check out Rambo at wildbrotherhood.com. Any men out there who are interested in building with like-minded men, check them out.
And certain things, and I mean, we connected to it too, like the ignorance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just more so of you know, we didn't grow up in a holy land, or in a holy world.
Yeah.
Like,
True. True.
so it's like, you know,
You can say that brother than every ex.
yeah. So, you know, I mean, like I said, to go back to just being grateful about, you know, at least, and I was gonna say, like, you know, we done trying to look, nobody's trying to push their ideology or push their belief on nobody, and like, we're not on that. Like, you know, we just want to broadcast our beliefs and broadcast how we feel about the world, and people that believe in the same thing we do is just going to naturally gravitate to us because we do want a community. Everybody should want a community, you know, that all the people in the community have the same values,
Right. Yeah.
so that, you know, we can really build. And
Yeah.
you know, this, like I said in the beginning of the line, this is not to bash people and like say you're doing anything wrong or nothing like that. We just having a little testimony, sharing our testimony
Yeah.
of what we value in our family. You know, we're not saying what you should value. We're saying what we value. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I think I'm done. I think I'm capped out.
Okay. I was about to end
Yeah.
it. Oh, you said 6. So I was gonna
Capped out?
If you're done. Capped out. But yeah. If you're done, then
Yeah, I'm done.
okay.
I think I'm just capped out. I just.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us this evening on this live.
Y'all don't ever see me smile. Sakani! It's the weekend. It's the
Connie
wings.
and her sister.
It's the ultimate C's.
Although, for those of you that don't know,
Oh, you stinky booties.
number 2 over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she used to. But thank y'all for joining. We'll talk to y'all whenever he feel like he's going live again. Cause he don't never.
It'll be about 6 months before I go live.
Probably. But bye y'all. We love y'all. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as well as my commentary. Please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Guys, I want to give a warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. To all of my OGs, my day ones, my ride or dies. Y'all already know what it is. Big up yourself. We in the building with it.
Subscribe to Nano's channel.